Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Manchester United Save, the second season of this United Save. And as you can see on screen, we're involved in a lot of competitions this year because of the fantastic first season that we had. We've also probably got the Club World Cup as well to fit in here, which is around the December, January time, so that will fit in here as well. So lots of things to go after this season. We already won one competition already this season, the Community Shield. We beat Chelsea. I'll round you up with that in a second. We've got loads of transfers in and out, and we're just going to get started. So, as you can see here, the schedule, the pre-season went pretty well, to be fair. Won a 2-2 draw against Bayern, but nothing too bad. And then we beat Chelsea 1-0 at Wembley. Jesse Lingard scoring the all-important goal and winning us the Community Shield, which is good to see. And then we've had our first game of the season as well, and we beat Brentford, newly promoted Brentford. They beat Sheffield United in the playoff final, and scoring a 3-0 win. And as you can see there, a new face is already there, and we're going to get straight into those transfers. First off, going to the transfer history. These are the outs. Fred gone to Crystal Palace for £32.5 million, can rise up to nearly £50 million. Chris Smalling went to Inter Milan for £25 million straight up, which was a really good sale for us, really, because he wasn't going to be playing this year. Marouane Fellaini did go to Newcastle in the end for £12.25 million. They accepted the clause in his contract for his loan move, so he went to Newcastle. Marcos Rocco is gone to Levante for £10 million. Ashley Young to Lazio for £10 million. Romero to Stoke for £8 million, and then just a couple of youngsters. James Wilson to Hearts for 2.1, can rise up to 2.6 if we needed to, and then lots of youngsters out on loan. So the real ones that stand out: Angel Gomez is in Ipswich for the season. Regan Paul is at Blackpool. Andreas Pereira is getting Premier League football with Wolves. Scott McTominay has gone over to Hanover. Victor Nelson to Getafe. Alex Tazabi is out on loan to Blackburn, and Tyler Adams to Udinese. Now the 4 ins, we've only brought 4 people in, but I think they're going to really help this squad improve even more this season. And the first one is Hossam Aouar. I have seen how to pronounce his name. It's Aouar. So yeah, this is the kid that we brought in to help Juan Mata out in the middle of midfield. He can also play deeper as well as the deep line playmaker, or a little bit further forward as the advanced playmaker, but that's where we're going to play him as a rotation to Juan Mata. We brought him in for £61 million towards the end of last season, kept it quiet, and he is going to be a fantastic player for us. Great dribbling, great first touch, great passing, great technique, really good mentals, really good physicals for someone who's only 21 years old. 3-star current ability, up to 5-star potential ability, and he is going to be a superstar in the near future. But yeah, all in all, fantastic player for us to bring in, and looking forward to seeing how well he can improve this season. We then brought in Federico Chiesa, as you saw on the other screen, scored in his first game for us in the Premier League, 7.3 rating, came off the bench and did really well. Another 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability for Federico. We bought him in for 50-odd million quid, £55 million. They wanted 70, so a little bit more of a steal there. And great crossing, great dribbling, great first touch, great passing, really good mentals for someone, again, he's only 21. Great physicals for someone who's 21. It's even got a little bit of strength there, which you don't really see in players from Italy, Spain, France. That strength's not really there, but he's got it, which is good to see. And again, another all-rounder, another kind of squad player, because it add a little bit more squad depth. We were kind of struggling on that right-hand side because we only really had Jesse Lingard and Chong, but now we brought Chiesa as well. Just firms up that attacking midfield role on that right hand side. And then we raided Benfica for 2 defensive players. We needed someone to come in and fill in the Smalling Rojo gap, and we brought in Ruben Diaz for £38 million. And this is Ruben Diaz, 3.5-star current. He's probably reaching his potential, but great heading, great marking, great tackling, really good top physicals, what you mean, composure, concentration, decision making, determination, all really, really good. Great positioning as well, and fantastic physicals. So we've brought in some really young talent, but actually Ruben Diaz is probably made for the first team. He's played the Community Shield and he's played the first game in the league as well, purely because Rafael Varane picked up a little bit of a knock, which kept him out for a couple of weeks at the start of the season. But 7.7 in the league, a 7.0 in the Community Shield, and Ruben Diaz is definitely one to watch this season. And then we needed someone to cover Ashley Young, so we went and got Alex Grimaldo for 35.5 million. It was his release fee. And this is Alex Grimaldo. He's probably a little bit more stable in regards to injuries than Luke Shaw. A little bit more potential than Luke Shaw as well. But him and Luke Shaw are going to be really good rotation in that role. We're going to play him on that fullback role. So crossing 15, dribbling 15, passing 16, vision 15, teamwork and positioning really great. Pace and stamina, awesome. Composure, concentration, decision making is exactly what you need in that role on that left hand side, or exactly what I need in that role on that left hand side, just to pick out some good passes and good crossing. But yeah, Alex Grimaldo is the final signing. So we spent 190 million, we brought in 100 million. And how do you feel we've done in that transfer market? Do you feel it's improved every single area of the group, or do you feel we need someone in a specific position going forward? So this is the squad. The first team pretty much remains the same, just with a couple of extra new players coming in. So Diaz and Grimaldo are going to start, but we've also brought up Dean Henderson from the youth setup, and Timothy Fosu-Mensah from his loan from Fulham last season, and they will be in and around the first team, as will Chong as well. He won't be going anywhere this season. He's only 19, but he's got all that potential in the world. And yeah, that is the squad. As I said, how do you feel we've done in the transfer window? Make sure you leave a comment below. Want to see your guys' comments and reaction to how I've done in the transfer market. Eric Bailly and Paul Pogba are a little bit annoyed because Pogba wanted to go to Paris Saint-Germain, and they came in with something like 70 million quid, and he's already worth 70 million quid. So I said no, and he's kicked up a little bit of a fuss, but he won't be going anywhere. And Eric Bailly again kicked up a little bit of a fuss. Barcelona came in, offered something like 50 million. Again, he's valued around about 50 million. And I said, if anybody comes in for 70 million, you can absolutely go, not a problem. But again, now the transfer window's shut because the season started. No one will be leaving until January. So we've got one game today after all that waffling about transfers and the lead up to the game, and that's Chelsea in the Super Cup, and we are looking forward to this. I'd love to win this to get another piece of silverware in the coffers for us going forward. And this is going to be the team that's going to start against Chelsea. We've got De Gea in goal, Dalot, Bailly, Diaz and Grimaldo on the back line, Matic and Pogba in the middle, Lingard on the right, Martial on the left, Mata in the middle, in behind Romelu Lukaku. We get 12 substitutes as well, so all these guys can go on the bench, not a problem. And we'll put Chong in there as well. And let's get started. I say we beat Chelsea 1-0 in the Community Shield. Both teams quite rotated, actually, to be fair, because it's used as a friendly, really, isn't it, to be fair. This is Chelsea's lineup. We've got Kepa in goal. Azpilicueta, De Ligt, Zuma and Marcos Alonso are the back line. Jorginho, Kante and Barkley in the middle. Willian on the right, Hazard on the left and Morata up top. Have they brought anybody new in? I don't think they have, actually. One of the only few teams in the Premier League not to bring anybody in the summer, which is a bit bizarre. I am going to passionately say, expect you to come back with the trophy and then follow that with more passion and say, I've got faith in you, go out there and make the difference. Another cup final for this United side. Can we win another one? Marcos Alonso gets a throw in to Alvaro Morata. He shrugs off Juan Mata, goes for goal and hits the post, and it rebounds straight back to David De Gea, but he just shrugged off Juan Mata there like he was absolutely nothing. Dalot, who's taken the first team spot at right back this season, gets it into Mata. Now we find Lukaku back to Matic, but Kante all over him there, but Bailly is going to pick that up pretty easily at the back. De Gea now back to Eric Bailly, and find Pogba in the middle of the park into Juan Mata. Lovely switch over to Romelu Lukaku, back to Martial on the left hand side. Grimaldo Can he get a cross in? He's got great crossing ability. Goes back to Matic. Matic now all the way back to Ruben Diaz. Not exactly where we wanted to go because we were in the final third with Martial's little run. Lovely ball over to Jesse Lingard. He can get a ball in. Jesse Lingard, what a run that is. He didn't need to get a ball in. He skipped past Marcos Alonso like he wasn't there and slotted the ball home. 10 minutes before half time, Jesse Lingard puts us 1-0 up. Martial with a lovely switch across to Jesse, and I thought he was just going to get the ball under control and whip it, but a lovely ball, lovely play around Marcos Alonso, and he took it towards Kepa. Absolutely no chance. Great goal by Jesse Lingard. And that goal from Jesse puts us 1-0 up going into half-time. The only real chance we've had in that first half. And he's becoming a little bit of a good luck charm in finals, is Jesse Lingard. He scored in the Community Shield, and I think he might have scored in the FA Cup final as well. So Jesse Lingard is a finals man, big game player. And going to the dressing room, and I'm just going to say, even though we 1-0 up, I'm actually far from pleased from what I've seen, because we've had a lot of opportunities, but we just haven't been shown any highlights. So fired them up. They all look motivated. They all look fired up. We're going to go back out there for the second half. Jorginho off for Cesc Fabregas coming on. A little bit of injury for Jorginho at the end of that first half. Hazard whipping the ball in, finds Morata into Willian, and that's 1 apiece. 10 minutes into the second half, Willian scores with an assist from Alvaro Morata, and Eden Hazard whips that ball in. Morata nods it down, and Willian just strikes it in. De Gea got a touch on it, but not too much, and it's 1 apiece now. 15 minutes to go, we're going to make some changes. Martial's going to come off for Alexis, I think. No, he's going to come off for Chiesa. Is going to go on that right hand side. Mata's going to come off for Amor, and we are going to bring off Dallo, I think, for Valencia on that right hand side. Hopefully we can get this all important second goal in this final. Going into the final 10 minutes now, we're going a little bit more attacking, see if we can really push them back in this second half. Grimaldo with a corner, whipping that ball in into the back post, falls to Lukaku, straight back out to Grimaldo, good crossing on him, back out to Valencia. Grimaldo's got a little bit of space now, but we need to get this cross in. Matic on the edge of the box, into Chiesa. Chiesa finds Lingard. Lingard turns on the ball, finds Chiesa, hits the bar, and Eden Hazard's going to get that ball clear. Chiesa and Lingard making a nuisance of themselves. Final 7 minutes now, and Kante back to Kurt Zouma, and we putting the pressure on him all the time. Januzaj over the top, and he's missed it. Morata is through on goal. Can he score? No, he can't. De Gea pushes it for a corner. Chelsea coming out in the second half really, really strong. Eden Hazard whipping the ball in, but Paul Pogba's there and finds Jesse Lingard. Can we hit them on the counter attack now? Lingard just keeps running down that right hand side. Can he get a ball in to Lukaku? He can. Lukaku headers it just over. Great move by Jesse Lingard down that right hand side. Extra time, we're going to get into the dressing room, and I'm going to get really aggressive and say I'm far from pleased what I've seen out there. I think we get another substitution in here as well, and I'm probably going to take off Matic and bring Alexis on, actually, and we'll just put Amor back there as a deep line playmaker, which he can do, and switch some of these players around. Sanchez on the right, Chiesa on the right, Sanchez on the left, Chiesa on the right, and Lingard in behind Romelu Lukaku. Let's start this second half, and let's see if we can go out and win it in this last 15. Cesar Azpilicueta, only highlight so far in this extra time, finds Januzaj down this right hand side. Can he score against his former club? No, he can't. Lovely ball over to him from Eden Hazard, and that has been the only highlight of the extra time period, and straight into David De Gea's hands. It's going to be a penalty shootout to see who wins this game against Chelsea. We're going to put Romelu first, Sanchez next, Arar third, Pogba fourth, Grimaldo 5th, and Jesse 5th, Grimaldo 6th. Let's go to penalties and see if we can win it on penalties. Eden Hazard first to step up for Chelsea. Can De Gea save it? No, he can't. He went the right way, but just didn't do enough. Lukaku up first for United against his former side. Lukaku now, can he beat Kepa? He can. Went to the same corner as Eden Hazard, but again Kepa couldn't get there. Fabregas against De Gea. Spaniard versus Spaniard, and Fabregas goes straight down the middle. De Gea probably could have done a little bit better with that. Alexis is up for us next. Again, up against Kepa. Can he score? Yes, he can. Kepa dove over the ball, it looked like, and it's now 2 apiece. Morata scored in assisted Willian's goal in the game, but he puts it to the right hand side, and De Gea getting nowhere near these penalties at the minute. Aura into his first game for United, and he goes down the middle. Good, solid penalty from the youngster. A lot of pressure on him there. Ross Barkley now, 3 apiece. Ross against De Gea, and he goes into that far corner. Great penalty by Ross. Paul Pogba, he's iffy from the penalty spot, but can he put us back to 4 apiece? Paul Pogba, yes he can. He sends Kepa the wrong way. Januzaj against his former club had a chance to win it in extra time. Can he put it away? No, he can't. David De Gea saves. He went down the middle, and De Gea kept his calm, and it's going to be Jesse Lingard, Mr. Big Cup Final player himself, stepping up to score the winning penalty for United. Can Lingard put this one away and win another trophy for his home team club? Lingard shoots and Kepa saves. Lingard couldn't do it, and it's now into sudden death. Christensen going one-on-one with David De Gea. Can Christensen put it away? No, he can't. De Gea makes a massive save there, and it's going to be one of our other new boys. Grimaldo is going to be taking this one on his left peg. One-on-one with Kepa. Spaniard versus Spaniard. Can Grimaldo put himself in the history books with United fans and score a winning penalty in a cup final? He's going one-on-one with Kepa here. Grimaldo stepping up. Here he goes. Grimaldo one-on-one with Kepa. Can he go? Yes, he drills it right down the middle, and United win on penalties. 1-1 over injury time and extra time, but we won 5-4 on penalties. Only Jesse Lingard misses from the penalty spot, but it's another piece of silverware for this United side. I'm just going to passionately say very happy with the way the result went. Not happy with how we played, but another trophy in the bag for us here. So that's 2 trophies already this season, the Community Shield and the Super Cup. But that's it for this episode. We are going to be back against Tottenham and the first game in the Champions League, and you will see who we get in that Champions League group when we come back next time out. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content. Remember, tick that little bell icon to make sure you're notified when a video goes live. Also, comment in the comment section about how you feel we've done in the transfer window. And until next time, when we bring you Tottenham and our first Champions League opponent, I'll see you soon.